Hi guys, welcome to Cripple Creek Barbecue. My name is John and I am your host. I've noticed that in the past I haven't introduced myself at all, so there we go. Today we're going to go through and show you how to make a stock. Use stocks for making soups, for gravy, whatever. So what we've got 5 pounds of bones and carcasses. This is from our breaking down the chicken episode that Stacy liked so much and still does. Here's some leftover turkey bits, and then leftover bits from our roasted chicken. It's about 5 pounds, and with that you're going to need 1 whole onion, 1 large carrot or 2 small carrots, and 2 celery ribs, along with some dry thyme and some peppercorns. First thing we're going to do is show you guys some knife safety. The guys in Seattle will constantly make fun of me for this, but this is the easiest way to keep people from getting hurt. Never cut anything round. Always cut it in half so you got a flat surface to work on. Now we're going to keep the skins because there's flavor in those, and we're just putting this stuff in the stock. So to keep from cutting yourself, you're going to want to make your fingers like a claw, and then point your elbow away from your knife so it automatically rolls your thumb underneath your fingers. And then all you do is run your knife against that knuckle, and then that way it's not you're not going to cut yourself. So and these don't have to be uniform, they just have to be smaller bits so that they can taste better, or that you can get all the flavor out in the stock. Oh, look at me making a big old mess. Same thing with carrots. And the celery. Alright, all this stuff goes into our pot. Chuck in our chicken bits. And there's some people out there that are going to be, freaking out that I'm adding turkey in with the chicken. It's not going to be a true chicken stock. You know what? I don't care. It's all going to taste good, and that's all we're looking for, is just flavor. And the roasted turkey and the roasted chicken is going to give it a really nice flavor. You fill this with cold water, and then after that we're going to bring it up to a boil, and then turn it down to a slow simmer. We're going to simmer it for a couple of hours so that we can get all of those flavors. And then you're going to put in like 10, 15 peppercorns, something like that. This isn't rocket science, so you don't have to measure everything out. And we never put salt in our stock because we don't know what we're going to do with it later. Because if, say you decide that you want a really strong stock, a really strong chicken flavor for something, and you reduce the stock even further, if you put salt in it, all you're going to do is have a big salty stock. So there we go. We'll show you what it looks like when we bring it to a simmer. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, I wanted you to see the stock as it was progressing. One thing that I didn't say anything about was skimming. As your stock comes up to a simmer, you're going to notice that there's brown gunk that comes up, technical term, that comes up to the top. You're going to want to skim that off, and this is about the speed that you want it simmering at. And you want to skim this stuff off only because as it as it cooks, if you don't skim it off, this will make your stock cloudy, and it's not going to hurt anything if you keep it in there. But you want a nice clear stock so that it can go into anything that you're going to make it into. Because if you're going to make a consomme, for example, you're going to want it as clear as you possibly can get it to begin with. So that's what it looks like when it simmers. We'll show you what it looks like when it's all said and done. Alright guys, we're back and the stock is all done. It's been cooking for like 3 hours or so. And what we're going to do is we need to strain the fat off of the top of this. When you look at it, you'll kind of see a separation. I don't know if it's coming up on the camera, but you can kind of see a separation between the chicken fat and the stock itself. You're going to want to get a ladle and ladle that off before you freeze it. Now you can save that and use it to make a roux, like to make chicken soup or whatever, and it makes the chicken soup really chickeny, which is really good. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to strain all of this off, and then I'm going to let this cool to room temperature. And once it's completely cool, I'm going to put it in Ziploc bags, quart Ziploc bags, and then we're going to put it in the freezer. And then that way, it's all frozen and it's ready to go. We can pull out a quart at a time whenever we need it. It's just like going to the store and buying a box of it. So there you go. That's how you make chicken stock. And hope you guys found this helpful and useful. We'll talk to you later. Have a great night.